What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today our plan is to get some better waters for the chickens, and I've had this set up for pretty much the whole time I've had the chickens and ducks. Usually like 3 or 4 pools, and they get dirty every day really fast. I've put wire nets on them. I've tried different things. I've put blocks on them or wood panels, anything to keep them from getting dirty. But if you have ducks, even just one will ruin the waters. So right here, it's always in the shade all day long because of the way this privacy fence is angled. And I'm gonna get a 20-foot or so 4-inch pipe, and I've got those little nipple waters that the chickens can drink out of, and it has a little bowl underneath it so it can be used for ducks as well. And you've probably seen them before. They're pretty popular right now. But just a big long pipe going all across there, maybe like 12 or 10 different stations, and then it will hook up so it'll be easy to fill up and clean with a valve on the underside of it. So that should work good all year long, except in the winter time it'll freeze, so I'll have to use something different. But usually that's not a problem, and I'll just keep these pools uncovered for the ducks to swim in or whatever. This one has a hole in it, so I gotta throw it away anyways. And that should be the plan. That should work. I've needed a good water system set up for a while, since I have a larger flock than I ever have before. Now, I've had this bucket filled up for a while, and they use it. They'll drain it every day. Some certain chickens will. I usually have it set up in the chick pen here, but I just got a normal water for these guys. It is a nice day out. It's pretty windy today, but it's going to be hot in the mid-90s. One of our last hot days before a cold front comes in and we get down to the 40s. So a little taste of winter early. But we did get some rain this week, so chicken pen is nice and green. And I bought a tree over there. It's a weeping willow tree, so it'll get really big really fast. They grow up to 30 feet tall and wide. We have one in our front yard that's been there for 5 years, and it's already like as big as that whole area in there. Should be good, but the wind should cool things down today. Shouldn't get too hot for them. These chicks in here are getting bigger. They should be let out with the chickens in just about a month, a little over a month, and they'll be big enough to go out with them. They're getting bigger. The black giants haven't surpassed any of the other ones' size, but they are all hens, so they won't get as big. But the biggest one's this one over here. She's getting pretty big. So are the fluffy ones. Alright, we got it mounted up here. We just took a like 20-foot long 4-inch pipe, put a 90 in, put it up there, and that'll hold probably 25-30 gallons. And then we put these little cups on there, which all the chickens have to do is lightly peck on it, and once this is filled up, the pressure will be to where they just barely have to touch it, and it'll come out through the little yellow part in there. And right now I'm filling it up to test it, make sure there's no leaks, since just drilled a hole and glued them on there. So hopefully everything works, and it's a good height for the birds. I'm glad I got it out here. Been needing it for a while. Alright, in the duck pen here, and it's looking pretty good. We got a tree here for the ducks when they get bigger for some shade, and I've been letting them out. They've been eating some food and going a little bit around their house, but I had to get them out earlier because they couldn't get out on their own. They're a little scared, but they're getting pretty big. They are already bigger than the other chicks, so they grow super fast. So I've let it sit here for 5 minutes, completely full, and it's working great. There's no leaks or anything, and they're just really good for the chickens because you can take these cuffs out and it has good pressure there. So all the chickens have to do is barely touch it and squirts out water pretty good. And that's easy to keep filled up and it'll keep clean. Ducks can't get it dirty, so this is just a great way, and I'd recommend this too. Really easy to build, just a couple scrap pieces of pipe that were laying around, and then get these. And I got a set of 12 of these little cups on Amazon for $7, so really easy to make and set up. The chickens will like it, and it stays in the shade, and this is where they always hang out, so it'll stay a good temperature and be comfortable for them. It's about 7:30 in the evening and the sun is already set. Most of the chickens have went up, but days are getting shorter pretty fast, and fall will be here in just a week. So I think the chickens are ready for it to cool down finally. We are getting a big cool down this week, which should be good, but they were pecking around at the water. I think most of them have figured it out since those cups have been empty and they've been pecking around at it. I bet that whole thing will last 5 days without having to refill it, and it'll keep clean pretty good. And then I'll just leave these pools out for the ducks and fix up their little pool over here so they can swim in it. Egg production hasn't been too bad. It's kind of picking up now. I'm getting 2 to 3 dozen eggs a day, which is pretty good for this time of year. And still have this chicken sitting on eggs and 2 down here trying to sit on eggs, but eggs have been doing pretty good. I've been getting them a couple times a day. I think that's been helping them because I had one chicken trying to eat an egg, got into the habit of it, but finally broke her of that. We're gonna have to expand the hen house a little bit to accompany the new chicks that are coming in, but they might fit without doing that. Still have another roost back there that isn't filled up. So between the 2 times we got eggs today, we got 2.5 dozen eggs, so not too bad. Chicks are up here roosting, which I've been trying to break them of, but they're gonna roost if they want to up here, and that's usually what happens when the chicks are in this pen around their age. So I'll just have to teach them to roost in the main hen house, which usually isn't a problem. But Wild Rooster up here has adopted 2 of my hens. They follow him everywhere now. They think they're just free-ranged, but he tends to do that every year. These guys are looking good. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Make sure to share the videos with your friends, and I'll see you next time.